Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a lovely evening tonight. We're back for episode 7. It should be of Sanctum of Stability, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
I think so.
think
I'll make you interact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I made a mistake. Nope, it's the right number. Good, excellent.
Yeah, it's what my notes say we should be on.
And thank you for the sub, we appreciate it. 13 months, wow. And OG, hi, thank you again. You two are amazing. But previously, I believe we had returned to base and gotten the crazy. Oh no, she's here. You guys got the crazy gun-toting Balthazar to come along because you guys found some evidence that links the case to some issues that he knows about.
Yep.
So when you have a happy, I don't know if I had revealed or if you guys had figured it out what he technically is.
It's like a half angelic and half demonic creature, right?
Yeah, there's a certain term for it in my stuff. So that'll be fun when you guys get through all that stuff and find out about that.
Oh. Bad like.
I think Azeroth had kind of clocked that.
Yeah, somewhat.
Hmm?
Somewhat. I learned some stuff and pointed it out, and he said Azeroth had kind of clocked that, and I said, yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to pull the cutscene.
I noticed.
Forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yeah.
So yes. And he was letting you guys take point and kind of lead him, so he's using this as a field assessment for if he can send you guys on more dangerous things or if he needs to rein you guys in.
I mean, on top of that, we also decided to make a good choice of like, hey, we think this is over our head. Let's reassess and come back rather than get roasted in 3 seconds.
Oh no. Actually, with all 4 of you there, you guys would.
Right, but the fact that we're like, okay, this may be beyond our pay grade just a little bit, or our experience level,
Yeah.
and we decided to go back and get other opinions or other people.
Yeah.
Says a lot about us too.
Oh yeah. It shows him that you're at least a cut above the usual brutes he might send.
Do our best.
Which is good news. So you guys are heading back to the town then?
Yep.
That's the only thing we really can do. And that's the option we have. Back to the town, and then all sort of back to the town.
Right. Back to our immersion point.
I remember what I was going to do.
What?
I needed to ask something before we left. You remember what I needed to ask, by the way? Because I remember talking to you on the side about it.
I do not remember. It's been about a month.
Yeah, there was something I needed to nudge on the side. Now, this is something I want to do privately, so I know Azeroth is going to request a private audience before we leave real quick.
With who?
Balthazar. Now, I don't remember exactly how I was going to do this because, unfortunately, like I said, I have the memory of a squirrel, and I did not write things down.
Yes. I remember what you had asked. You told me you were going to ask. Okay.
Do you want to just have had that happen in the background and we can talk about it after, or do you want to do it in the forefront?
I mean, you were going to ask him for brains and organs for...
Yeah, no reason.
Your friend in town?
Yeah, exactly.
Were you going to reveal that it was going to be the friend in town?
I was going to request it gently, but I don't remember exactly how I was going to word that because it's been so long.
Because depending on how you ask it, and if you hint that it's for something in town, depends on what might happen.
Mm-hmm. If you wanted to pull me to the side, or like obviously it's going to be open to the group because I don't think there's anything I could do privately here.
I mean, you could try to ask to pull him to the side, yeah.
Yeah, so I just kind of nudge him real quick and whisper down or up to him, whatever I need to. I don't remember how tall he is.
He's fairly normalish size. He's only about 6 foot.
Can I have a second with you? Just privately.
Sure. And he'll kind of walk with you towards one of the intelligence rooms for debriefing and close the door and look at you. So, what's up?
So, I know, a little bit about your history, and obviously I'm not going to say anything. He kind of gestures to the handshake thing. It just kind of points, wherever the symbols were. But I do have something of a question that I don't really want to leave this room either, if you understand my drift.
Okay, what might that be?
I might have been thinking about having one of those priests as possibly a snack for something. Not myself.
What kind of snack are you talking about?
I mean exactly what it sounds like.
But I'm talking, what do you need from the priests as a snack? There are numbers of things that I could think of that would eat them.
Organs.
Brains and organs, okay.
Yes.
Brains and organs. I'm going to see if he remembers. You see, his eyes seem to squint for a second before he looks at you and is like, oh! Excuse me?
Dang. Quite the gift there.
I will deal with you on Monday. Thank you, though. Where was
Thank you so much. Quite the hefty sub gift.
Thank you for all those subs.
What happened?
Just
if you check the chat,
10
sorry,
subs gifted.
Jeez, I wish I was in chat. I have to reopen the stream.
I was like, why is everything moving so quick? Like I saw a whole bunch of little dots moving up on the side.
Yeah, I saw that happen off to the side while I was talking. I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
Brain, where was I? Yes. So he looks at you and was like, so,
Oh, it gifted it to me anyways, even though I wasn't in chat.
so what you're saying is he's still there.
Hmm?
There's a certain individual from a different plane that's been there for a while.
Most likely, you might be talking about the same possible thing, but
If it's the one I think it is,
there's someone I privately told I would help there. Yes,
well, if it isn't
and
the Lord of
obviously,
Silver Light, then it's probably one of his offspring.
possibly. I'm not sure of who you're referring to. That's not me trying to be coy. I actually don't know.
He's one of, how to say it, one of 3 brothers that were part of trying to make a army to take back their plane of existence. He was more known for dealing in trades and exchanges and trying to make shepherds that actually helped people. His brothers, well, one of them really preferred, what's the term? More bronze, less brains.
Something like that.
The other one, his followers and dealings were more unsavory. So,
This one seemed helpful. That's if we're talking about the same person.
yes. Him and the bigger brother were usually helpful. It's just one of them was more brute force about it. The other one was more wisdom, knowledge, and giving eldritch powers to individuals in exchange for compensation of being allowed to eat their brains. Very interesting guy. He's actually been around for a long time on our plane. I've met him once, and I'd actually like to catch up with drinks if we can. So, instead of getting one of the priests, I do think I have something he might want.
Understood. I just I made a promise to well, he was involved with the hags, and I made him a promise to bring him a snack.
Involved in which way?
Getting beat up.
That does sound like him. He's more of a caster than he is a physical fighter, from what I've read in records. Doesn't mean he's much of a slouch, it just means
Oh, definitely not.
getting the jump on him is more key to taking him out. So, we're going to go into the reliquary and sign out a few pieces. A few things that have long outlived their service and are no longer needed. How do you feel about pickled organs of sorts?
Doesn't bother me none.
Okay, because we're going to be carrying a brain in a jar.
That's okay with me.
The
I was thinking of bringing a person there, so...
Well, the construct that it was attached to just so happened to be the sort of attempt to cheat death that some mage had done. But oddly enough, no, though he kept on picking fights that he shouldn't have, and his body was destroyed. His mind sent kind of catatonic, so putting him in a new body was not ideal.
Understood.
We'll get him, and I'm sure that will help suffice our friend for a very good time. And then do you guys want to go deal with the hags,
Yeah,
you guys have a complex situation here.
we do have a complex situation. So I was wondering if we can do that. If not, we can do it after, and that would be fine too.
No, we'll bring it with, because we're going to have to go by there anyways. You can use your card to put it in there.
And, I know that we'll have to take care of the local, religious group as well, most likely. But that's because they're causing the problems. I don't know if we need to take care of the hags, or we just need to appease them with removing the problem.
There's a few ways we could deal with the religious zealots.
Yes. He cracks his knuckles. I have a preference for one of them.
Oh, well, you're more forward about it. Me, I was just going to sit here and use a firebomb of some kind and take care of that entire problem as a whole. But if you want to go ruffian about it, we can do that.
Firebomb works.
I figure it
I don't
really sends a
know how
message
many-
to the establishment that it would not really be purview to continue.
Yeah, I don't know how well the other members of my group might take that, but I have no issues with it. I'm sorry. We lost all redemption when they decided they were going to just hunt magical creatures for no reason.
And that's why I'd probably deal with that problem post the hag issue. This way there's
Copy
no
that.
complications. I may or may not have some prior past dealings with this zealot group that I don't quite enjoy them.
I have no reason to enjoy them either. That's why I was thinking of one of our little priest friends as a snack.
So while we're being so candid, what other unique things might you be hiding? I already know your name, and I've had some tip-offs of a few weird things going on. Do you have any problems that might come back on us that we might need to eventually address?
For anyone who might come and ask for a calder, I'm not here.
This wouldn't happen to have anything to do with a certain Antonov?
I don't know what you're talking about. Scratch his neck, obvious signs of lying.
I'm going to warn you, since your family apparently hasn't warned you. Do not mess with that family.
I wasn't messing with them.
Deal with what you need to when you need to. But be aware, they have lived long enough that they will figure things out.
And so will the Belmonts.
Hmm?
So would the Belmonts.
So he begins walking towards the door and goes, so to the reliquary, so we can get the brain in a jar.
Fair by me. I don't know how well the others would take that. I would rather keep that to myself.
What, the brain in the jar?
Yes.
It's
None
part-
of them were really privy to that information, and I don't really want to test the theory if they're okay with that.
What, you
I
essentially
think-
let me know that I have a friend in town. I'm just going to sit here and take a snack.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we knew that we had. He asked us to get him like brains and organs.
Yeah. I think the only one that wasn't there was Victor.
I just don't think the rest
Luther.
of the party realizes
Yeah,
my character
I think it was
values
me. That
life
was
so
there
little.
for that. I still have no clue. Like,
Yeah, Luther's the only one that doesn't know that you guys, sat here and agreed to sit here and get some brains and organs for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even know this thing existed. Like, I gave ample opportunity to go in the hospital and find out. Nope. So that was fun.
But while Asenath and Balthazar are talking, Victor is writing down in that book just some of the things that have gone on.
Yeah, sorry to dominate the game for a minute there. Too,
Oh,
but
you are perfectly fine, dude.
Once everyone's entertained.
Yes.
So he's going to take a few minutes doing that. I don't know if Balthazar and Asenath are going to come back to the room they were in or what.
I
Or
can
he's
go
just
pick
going
up
to sit
the
in on
gift. If you want to leave me a note and take the rest of the party along.
So you guys are going to go to the reliquary, in which he's going to sign out a brain in a jar. On the jar, you do notice several paper wards on it that have been kind of adhered to it. As if to try to keep something from reaching out from inside of it. Instead of the
Okay.
normal appearance of a brain, it still has the eyes kind of still attached, and near the base of the neck you see kind of like little tendrils and a beak attached to it. So you
Interesting.
so you just put this in your card?
Yeah.
Okay, so another cursed creature in a card, nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here.
Yep. Don't worry about the fact that I've mentioned that there was a religious zealot group that, might be looking for very cursed things anyways. So, I mean, hello, Christmas tree. I use detect evil. Oh my eyes! Okay. So,
That doesn't say anything about anything else I might have on my person.
yeah, exactly. So you guys leave and head back to the town. Your way to town, however, isn't with a car ride. Nobody seems to be around. The fog seems to be rolling in slowly as the evening is coming. It's probably getting closer to around 11ish when you guys get to town. Moon is up in the clouds, and it seems like it's starting to get covered up by the clouds themselves, as an odd darkness starts taking over the town. Anyone?
Alright. As we get there, I'm looking around. Like Scamp is kind of curled up into my shoulder a little bit as we get there. I'm looking around, trying to kind of figure out if there's anything I'm picking up that's out of the normal. If I can smell or sense anything that's a little bit off.
Okay, smell or sense. Okay, go ahead and give me a how do I have that? Yeah, a perception check.
Alright, just a second.
Being that this has to do with nature-based stuff happening, I'll say you have advantage on that.
And that's an intelligence?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, perception is wisdom.
So, 18.
18. Okay. In the fog and the mist, there is a certain smell of almost like natural herbs of some kind. They're not entirely of this world. It smells like they're from a different plane. And almost like the smell itself is where this extra moisture is coming from in the air. Think of it similar to almost like seaweed meets kind of like a swamp kind of smell.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see here. We've got... What else was there? You, with an 18. Oof. Yeah, they're probably going to have to roll for that. Okay. Oh. So, you do realize that it seems like the Leshy is being mobilized on the town again. In fact, you see the Leshy kind of lumbering through from the north, seeming to look for a specific target. Everyone's indoors. It seems like they have everything locked up, trying to avoid this phenomenon happening. And for the most part, it seems eerily quiet, except for what the untrained ear would think is the wind blowing. It's actually small chanting, as if somebody is somewhere around and they're chanting something.
Do you want to try to get their attention, or do you want to just try to move up towards them?
Alright, so
Or are we headed inwards first?
I tell Luther, Azonoth, and Balthazar what I'm kind of picking up. And then I just kind of look at the other two. What do you guys want to do?
Not really sure.
Well, we could see what they have at hunting.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling I already know.
What do you think they're hunting?
He points towards the church if it's in sight.
as you point towards the church, you do realize a almost beam of light go up into the sky from some figure in front of the church.
Yeah, like that.
Huh.
So Balthazar is just gonna look over and look at you guys and go, so what's your guys' plan then?
Either eliminate the problem, points at the church, or go talk to them and tell them to stand down and we'll eliminate the problem for them and they don't have to do anything because we don't want to risk the town getting hurt.
I think that's already a risk that is going to happen no matter how it gets handled.
Or we join the hag side and make sure everything goes smoothly.
But the hags are still going to need to be dealt with in some way.
Yeah, but
I'm
not really a fan of the church being a fanatic order here and causing problems by hunting magic users.
Well,
I do agree.
that beam just so happened to have been from one of the knights. I'm going to say that if we get involved in this fight, you guys aren't going to want to be toe-to-toe with that thing. Whoever it is.
I don't think we're going to want to be toe-to-toe with anything on either side here. I think we're kind of hitting above our pay grade, no matter what we do.
Yes.
Above our weight class.
But there are a few ways to sit here and even the playing field. Now, Asimov, you did so gracefully tell me about a friend that might be in town. Perhaps we should stop by and see how he's healing up.
If you don't mind the little stop, I think that might be a good idea.
Might be good to see what we can muster before dealing with... And then he points over to the church. Something that can probably blast us with more light than I'd like to get hit by.
Well, I don't think I'd like to get hit by that either.
Nope.
Well, at least you won't take all of the brunt for it. Your species is a little bit more prone to shrugging that stuff off.
He sticks his tongue out and lets the glow stick out of his throat. Almost like he's charging up his beam, but he doesn't do anything with it.
Show off.
Yeah, they tend to be. And
I've started to learn a little bit about this one, and yeah, especially him. He just kind of smiles.
at least you know he'll always distract everyone for you guys.
My speciality, he poses.
So, Balthazar begins walking towards the town and calls back. So, where's this hospital and how badly are we going to be sitting here and wanting to get involved with this church issue?
He points in the general direction of the hospital.
Which, if you guys remember, was like half a block away from the church.
Mm-hmm. So it is the hospital is very, very close to the church.
Oh, good.
Do we recall if there were multiple stories to that hospital building or just the one?
It was just the one to the hospital building. And you guys, it was fairly small. town's not that big, so there's not a lot of need for a massive hospital. But yeah, it was a decent sized one. Asenath just had this whole cheat thing of being able to teleport through doorways.
It is really nice. You guys should invest in it at some point.
It's really nice unless you're in like a cave and there's no doorways and you're like, oh no.
Then I just have to break line of sight usually.
And
that's when I spawn in a barrel and climb into the barrel, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is where I go to a construction site and find a door frame that's sitting there, and I just take it in a card and bring it along with, right? Why is there a door in the middle of the forest? I never picked it back up.
That would work.
Hey, Luther, what do you think?
Not quite sure. The situation is quite foreign to me at this point.
I have a feeling if we go to the hospital, we'll have a heavy hitter on our side.
Yeah, he might be able to boost us a little bit.
Yeah.
And either way, at least it's not in the crossfire if he's got problems with that.
Right. In theory, they're not going to mess with the hospital.
In theory, but there may be casualties, increasing strain on the hospital.
Right.
Let's get to it. I have a feeling he points over towards where the Leshy is. We're kind of on their side, more or less.
It depends on what...
If everyone pulls swords, I'm hopping on their side. I'd rather deal with them afterwards.
What, the Leshy side?
Yeah. I'm not exactly agreeing with the hags, type of thing, but honestly, the church has the worst response.
Yeah.
Kill everything in sight if it exudes any form of magic. And the hags are just responding to that.
How do you think it was when I sat here and first came to this plane? You come from the Nine Hells, and it gets hilarious when you meet the church.
Yeah.
I'm betting I was a tavern full of laughs.
Actually, where I popped up was sadly enough in a confessional booth. That was ironic.
You didn't burst into flame immediately.
No.
Copy that.
That's
He
just...
didn't burst He didn't burst into flame that we know of.
I almost feel like I'm going to burst into flame anytime I step in a church, so...
Balthazar just looks at you and is like, but that tracks, though.
At least it makes my skin crawl. At the very least.
Yeah, it usually gives me tingles. So, after a few minutes, you guys do get to the hospital, and you hear a lot of people seeming to run around the alleys and everything. It seems like they're trying to reinforce things, and a lot of them seem to be humans and just trying to set things up. A couple of them, from the sounds of it, though, seem almost like they were thugs being chased off and out of the area. Mm-hmm. When you do get to the hospital, it seems like they're already kind of prepared for some of the stuff that's going on, as if the church had kind of given them a heads up. Can I help you guys? Are any of you injured? Why are you here?
We're checking on a person here.
Yeah, we just got into town.
Want to make sure he's okay, or see if he's still here.
Would you know
I don't
who
remember this guy's name.
because you guys never asked. You guys ask all the NPCs that you didn't need to know the name of, and I made the names for them. You never asked this guy.
That tracks.
Do you have any insurance? Oh,
Wait, do we have a doorway on the way out here?
yeah.
I look at our friend and go, actually, I only know his nickname, and I don't think that's going to be on his records. So give me just a moment. I go over to Balthazar and go, can I have our gift? I'm going to go see him. He says quietly to him.
Do you have the gift? You put it in the
Oh,
card.
okay, he gave it to me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I forgot about that. Never
You
mind.
put it in the card.
I'm going to go ahead and walk out the doorway, and as I exit the doorway, I seem to...
You see the sheep sitting up. And he's just looking outside the window. His appearance still looks human-ish, but the hair seems to be gone now. His ears kind of pointed, and he turns his head slowly to you and is like, welcome back.
We have a situation, if you can feel it outside.
Yes, they have a knight out there. Templar, specifically. This is gonna be fun.
I also have a friend upstairs for you. And he reaches over to his pocket, produces a card, and then pops it into his hand. A snack. From your friend Truly. I think he knows what you like.
You see the creature kind of slowly stand up and pull the bandages away from his face as his image starts to change into this gaunt sheep-like thing, extending further in height in the room. By time it's done changing to his true form, he's probably closer to like 10 to 12 feet tall, lanky, and his jaw has this massive tongue in it. It looks like the teeth are along the jawline, or the teeth of like a sheep, but inside is sharp teeth for ripping meat in that. And he goes, "Oh, how decadent. This one has so much knowledge. Who is this friend you speak of?"
He goes by Balthazar.
Balthazar, child. Ooh. He's back in town? How long has it been? Oh, he's no longer a child. No, he wouldn't be. Well, it was a good choice of his to bring this. What is it that he brought this for as a bartering chip?
You can talk to him if you want to go downstairs with me. I just didn't know whether or not you were going to be able to move without the snack. I figured you might have a little bit of a better time after it, though.
Yes, I've mostly healed, but I'm famished. He takes the jar and he slowly opens it up. And you hear, as that top comes out, almost like some sort of weird screech emitting from it as the water inside seems to move.
Sorry to take away from everyone else, by the way. I feel bad.
And the long tongue from this creature just reaches in, the hook's grabbing into it, and you just see it suck the brain out through the tongue as if a straw.
Hell yeah.
Hey, for all you know, this mage's name was Snickers. And he was a doodler.
You call him Kenjaku.
But yes, so he gulps down the brain and then seems to revert back to a humanoid form. Pointy ears, long brown hair, and he walks over to sit here and put on his overalls and his shirt and everything. He's very... Thank you for the alert, Jamie. He's very... how to say it? Almost non-gendered, besides how his face and physique looks. He doesn't seem to form any genitalia, as if the creature does not quite understand this aspect of physiology. And he walks back over to you when he's dressed and goes, so... Yes, like a Ken doll. So, let's go talk to our friends and... perhaps find a place where we can do the dealing in which he's looking for. There's no doubt it's more of something for you guys. I don't think Balthazar is going to be asking me for anything.
Understood. All right, we'll head down then.
So he'll follow you from the room down the hallway.
By the way, what was your name, perchance? He points towards the wall. Your human name.
Oh, yes. That would be a good thing to know. I have been going by Kenneth for the last 60 years.
Kenneth, understood. You got that from Ken Doll, didn't you? The timing of that is too perfect.
Ooh, I like that. I like that last name. Yeah. Kenneth Shepard. I will take that.
As it is. They're going to ask some questions about how I got up there. I was just down below when I walked into your room, so
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they know that your people have this innate gift for just forgetting how rooms are supposed to work.
I do that pretty well, yes.
Yeah. It's why your race tends to do stage stuff. And when you're not doing that, infiltration, theft, murder. I knew a few that did murder. That was fun.
He makes sure no one else is around and goes, I'm honestly not any better for that.
Hey, just be happy his name isn't Commander.
A friend is a friend, though, and I have no interest in ever causing any problems for you. Obviously, I come bearing gifts.
I would presume you're not going to cause problems. I mean, yeah, you did bring me food, and from what I heard, there was some sort of mishap up at my farm, and...
Met your kids, yep. Yes. About that, we had one of them escape, and we brought them back, so...
Oh, the one that had just started going feral because the... Yes. I was hoping to take care of that, but the injuries kind of kept me from doing such.
No worries.
Hopefully none of you got injured from him.
No, I think we were in the clear there.
Good. So, as you guys approach the group, he goes, "Thank you guys for the gift. Might we go outside somewhere away from prying ears and see what's going on. Sir, how are you? Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. But you were bandaged up. Just shh.
He
I've been
points over at him and goes full smile mode. His name's Kenneth.
She just looks at you, then looks at him, and is like, "Okay, I'll get the forms ready. Yes, and I'll get back to sign them when I can." And he just starts walking outside and looks over at Belsar. I was like, "Can you believe these people? They never seem to sit here and understand a miraculous recovery."
So Victor will fall in behind Kenneth as he starts walking out.
So, what are you all looking for with the trade of such an illustrious gift?
Well, we've figured out that the church is a more violent and zealot-filled sect that is settled in the village. We have realized, we've caught and interrogated a couple of members, and we've gotten information from them that kind of told us what their MO was. Attacking magical creatures, trying to eradicate magic from the world.
Yes,
The hags are controlling the Leshy, and he just kind of points over to where all of the chaos and battle's at.
Yeah, as you say that, you hear another blast of some kind from around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, it's and Leshy fighting in the middle of town. They have a knight
Correct.
and a Leshy fighting in the middle of town."
Correct.
Okay, what do you three need from me? Because I know Balthazar is going to probably have some sort of harebrained plan where he's going to sit here and cause a lot of chaos. What can I do to help you guys diffuse the situation?
Let's just say, in a pinch, I'm on the side of the hags.
I agree with Azamoth on this one. It comes down to it. The zealots need to be dealt with anyway. And if we have to jump into the fire, I'm on his side.
Yeah, I guess kind of same here.
Personally, I'd rather there not have any weapons shot, fired, thrown, whatever. But when it comes to a pinch, I definitely have a side.
Well, things are already being thrown. So what you're looking for is what? A way to diffuse the conflict, or what do you desire?
If there's any kind of way that we can put an end or a stop to this, I'm all for it. What do you two think that we should do in this one?
I am a little bit unhinged when it comes towards the church. I'm kind of a salted earth type of person, so I think I will let someone who's a little bit more sane take care of that.
I'm all for eliminating the church.
I think our party's got a little bit biased.
A little bit.
You just see Kenneth kind of just look at you all amused, like, no wonder why you chose these ones. They have your kind of energy, Balthazar. I've calmed down over the years. Have you? I'm guessing you came here with something to catch the church on fire and deal with the problem while they were inside. No.
Not yet.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that one.
Oh, you're gonna roll an insight check on Balthazar?
Yeah, that sounded like a blatant lie. I need my sheet up. I actually don't have it up yet. Give me a second here.
And to think, I'm an archivist by day.
Archivist
Victor
by
just come
day, anarchist by night, it seems. It's
What do I
fine.
need to roll on that? Perception, or because there is no insight, so to speak.
Did I miss it on these?
Seems like it.
Sense motive.
Oh, there it is. Oh. Well then. That's going to be a 4 total.
Oh no.
Yeah, that doesn't beat just his roll. Actually, that doesn't even beat his bonus by itself.
No.
I have a lot of points. I could.
I suddenly believe him for some reason.
Hey, you don't remember seeing him getting anything.
I feel like I should have advantage to that one, honestly. I don't think that would help me in this situation unless it was a full re-roll.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
I
You
could.
You do have rerolls per day. You do have points.
No, I'm not wasting them on that.
I have 6,000 points. What? I know I watch a lot of the streams, but geez, that's after spending 12,000 in one stream that one time.
Yeah.
I have 66,000, so.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm hoping the streams will start pumping back up. I'm trying to work on displays for a couple of stores. That's been time consuming, as well as a few other things. But yeah, so the Kenneth looks at you all and is like, okay. So usually how this works is you bring me something like that, a very delicious morsel you bring me, and I grant you power or insight of some kind. What is it you guys desire that could potentially help you?
I look over at Luther. What do you think would help us the most in this situation?
I mean, if we're trying to defeat the church, we could always go with the answer of rainbows, because that usually scares them off, but... other than that, Michael does
I
not
might
get
have-
confused by my joke.
I kind of liked the idea a little earlier. Fire where they're all still inside.
Yeah.
You guys are still not getting that usually I deal in giving powers for these things. This is hilarious.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but
Brian Brulee.
So,
I feel that we have a little bit of a modest group. and I don't want to sit here and elect someone or myself as a potential for that target.
Well, if it comes to a fight, I'm gonna have to be kind of close. Because, well, he just kind of puts his hand on the pommel of the sword.
What exactly does the party want to do, and what extreme,
Okay.
I should
Quick
say?
question. Do we still have those crucifixes?
That- I don't know if you guys handed those back in.
From the mission of the mansion, the one I think he said to keep the items. So I think we still have the crucifixes.
Yeah, we'd returned everything we outloaded from the...
Yeah, which means you guys should have crucifixes, because those weren't from technically the order, they were from...
Right. The guy in the mansion.
Let's say this in another way. What is the group comfortable with? Because I am okay with Vlad the Impaler levels of handling the situation. So what do you guys want to do, and is that too much?
I am fully down for that. I was just gonna get the power to turn things that are traditionally religious into traditionally demonic, and then we could use the crucifixes to incinerate them.
Well,
And you have light powers.
Azeroth, I'm an archivist. Fanaticism tends to be the death of knowledge.
Also, if we turn them into demons, they could just go insane because now they're against everything they believe in. But that's just another.
That's not asking for a power. That's asking for a miracle from him.
The ability to turn things good into bad. I mean, yeah.
You're literally asking him to give you the ability to transform just religious zealots into demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like wish level things there.
That's fair.
He's talking, what boon do you wish for? And you're like, just allow me to turn them into the worst nightmare. Let them pick themselves apart.
I mean, can we make it so that they think they're demons and let them pick themselves apart? Illusion magic?
So you wish for illusions.
That's more doable.
I don't know about them, but I was thinking firebomb.
Oh, that's cool.
So, because that's the thing. Each one of you are getting a boon from him. So if one of you wants to go with fireball and another wants to go with the ability to mess with people's brains, that's fine. Just who wants to do what, and who is it going to seem, and what's going to seem most appropriate for your character.
I want the power to hunt them.
Power to what?
Hunt them to the ends of the earth.
I'm gonna go with nightmare bullets. Anything bullets or like the ability, like a type of spell I can cast from my gun that when it hits people, it both does the damage of the nightmare, like dark whatever damage, and starts it then makes them have like nightmares if their mental will isn't strong enough. Because you can't force that kind of thing, I don't think. If you can, it would be great, but have to balance it somehow.
Well, going into this, I think something that would make my strikes more powerful if we need to go that route.
More powerful strikes. Because that's the thing. This guy's going to be able to quickly look at you guys and assess.
Hmm. Could I use that as a... Yeah, I'm going to send you a DM for mine.
Some more powerful strikes for you, Victor. That gets hot. Scamp would recommend. Yeah, that is another thing. You can technically ask for an upgrade for Scamp.
Scamp turn into a demon?
Oh God.
We are not turning my raccoon into a demon.
A demon raccoon?
No. He's
Like
already enough trouble.
Like an abyssal chicken, but a demon.
Oh my
And a
god.
raccoon.
What's next? Suggesting a fey raccoon?
I mean, a favorite
That's a
raccoon.
better idea.
We never did establish what realm he came from.
Suddenly the raccoon has thumbs.
Suddenly,
But-
the raccoon's asking you for a moment of your time, and then you turn to be 80 years old.
No, you just lose that entire year of 88. It's gone. You go from 87 to 89. It's just...
You blink and suddenly you're missing time in your life.
Don't answer the raccoon's questions.
So, sir, can I have your name?
Rumple. But yeah, like as we're trying to figure this out, like Victor's gonna put Scamp down, kind of ruffle the fur between his ears. He's gonna look around, like what kind of surroundings are they in right now?
I agree with the person in chat. Scamp should be able to borrow one of my guns.
Scamp got that gat.
And what's funny is when we created all of this, Rocket was sort of an influence on this.
Okay.
Picks up a pistol and cocks it with his teeth.
Because you're asking a tall order, Axel.
Really?
Yeah, you're
Didn't know I was.
you're asking an item, not an ability.
No. I'm just asking in general. That would be an ability that my character would possess.
That would work certain ways. And can be countered, so you know.
Understood.
And it requires you to know the target first and be able to apply it. So you must see target, apply target.
I was looking for one that doesn't matter if I see them or not. I know of their existence and can look into them.
Well, once you apply it, unless they sit here and find somebody who can unapply it, technically you would know generally about where they are.
Okay. I only have one question. Is it upgradable to what I'm looking for at this point, where you can mention someone by name and I would just know where they're at in the general direction of, like, not how to get there, but they're that direction.
General direction, yes.
I wouldn't be able to go, they're in Louisiana at this bar.
Yeah,
And
it would
if we
just be a
go there,
general
it's the
direction and
next
about how far.
Yeah.
So it's going to be within a reasonable percentage. You can upgrade that kind of stuff usually by upgrading your stats, and this would be a divination-based ability.
Okay, works for me. I just want to be able to make sure that they do not exist in the town anymore. And if I could have that mark ability to other things besides just priests.
Oh yeah, it would be generally to a creature. It's it's not really like a hex, but it sort of is. So I will be working on that. Divining Mark, because it's better than Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark is meant to kill the target. This is more meant to go, where is target?
Target there, go.
Target there, but 500 miles away? It can stay there. Target was there, but now is no longer there? Why? Teleportation? No. I can't sense target anymore. It's been cleansed.
Yeah, or mine would be I know of the target, set the target, and now can tell where the target is getting closer to me.
If you know the appearance of the target and the name, you can try to apply it without seeing the target.
Understood.
But it still gets to make a save.
It would be fantastic if I use that on friends too. Like, I need to find this person. We don't know where he is. All right, I'm going to go find him.
Yep, which technically they can automatically choose to fail to let you know. Or they can try to fight it. And...
Do you have friends?
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'll get a divining mark. We want somebody to hit harder. There are several ways one can apply such a thing. So, Victor, is there a specific way you want to phrase it?
Oh, Raiders. 26.
I would like to be able to deal more damage per sword strike.
Per sword strike. Wait, did I not give you...
I got a
No, I did give you that.
plus.
Okay. Okay. There is one thing that he can give you. Well, two things. I will give you the choice between upgrading your blade skill by 1, making it a +2, or brain had it, then it left. Or gaining the wait, no, you already have it. Yeah, you already have precise attack.
Alright.
Okay.
So.
Oh, there are a few things you can go for. Because I believe you're using a piercing slashing.
Yep.
Okay. He can impart to you a way for your fighting style to impart bleed or piercing.
Alright, hold on. D6. Alright. I will take bleed.
which means every time you strike with a slashing weapon, you will now add bleed.
Yeah, I rolled a d6 for it.
Yeah. The other way you would add a stack of piercing, which what bleed does is if they do if they do more than one action point on any given turn worth of things, they will take damage. So it prevents them from doing a lot of things, or from doing stuff like straight up attacking and that. They have to try to take care of the bleed first without risking taking damage. It can only be triggered once per turn for the bleed stacks.
Oh, of course.
Piercing, what happens is it reduces the armor. So it means that they're going to reduce damage less. So you took bleed, and Luther, what was it you wanted? It was pretty much a mind melt ray.
Bullets of fear, I think he had said, or nightmare bullets.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. That's unfortunate. Yeah, basically that. Nightmare bullets. Bullets that want to hit someone, they start to envision the worst nightmare. Because, of course.
Yeah,
That's, fun. People love that.
Yeah.
Victor pulls out his blade, lays it across, like the flat across the palm of his hand, and kind of presents it to Kenneth. He said he was going to give us stuff, and I've kind of told him what I wanted.
And instead, what you see is Kenneth look at you and just put his hand on your forehead. And you feel a surge of knowledge into you.
And Victor notices it, feels it, and just kind of bows his head in his direction in respect. Thank you.
And then he touches Azanoth's forehead, and you learn a way to mark individuals with your thought. It's only one action point to do, and it costs you 4 MP, but the person remains marked until it's removed. The only way to remove it is abjuration, dispel magic, or for, well, them to go into an anti-magic field or something.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, normal ways to remove it. Now, this adds a number of stacks of this, so technically it can be damaged.
Copy.
Yeah. But it also means that you could really layer it on one specific target if you want to make sure you always know where that target is.
Yeah.
And Luther.
Yes.
You mentioned you want to be able to shoot nightmare rays.
Yes. Problem?
You just see Kenneth grin. His grin seeming to go beyond a normal human's to where it touches the ears. And he goes, well,
Not problem. Perfect.
let me impart some of my people's knowledge. And he grabs the sides of your head and just bumps his forehead against yours, holding it there for a second. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. Thankfully.
That would be... Give me a second, sorry. Try to find...
This would be something I would use rerolls on.
Because you are now linking minds with an eldritch horror from a plane full of creatures that eat organs and brains and parasitically reproduce.
Hold, give me 1 second.
This isn't just here is knowledge, it's here. See what I see.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to re-roll that one. Yeah, that's gonna be that is going to be a 22 for you there.
Okay.
10 and 8 and a +4.
So you will still take 2 psychic damage. You're
Okay.
taking half because you succeeded. But you notice a sort of energy start to kind of hum inside of your head. You don't understand what it is just yet, but something about it seems to resonate with your magic. I said you take 2, not 4.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry.
So now when you fire your ray, your kind of ray gun, you can decide to shoot this kind of psychic energy at people.
Ooh. Eldritch horror energy. Perfect.
Yeah. Now do remember you do have a cross inside of this gun of yours. And do remember that in the case of abilities sharing a name, you can cast multiple of them if you wish to, but it requires you to use an additional action point per ability that you're stacking in and to pay the cost for each. So you could do a water ray with this, or a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though, I think just mentally torturing them is enough.
Yeah. Don't need to make
What?
them wet too.
I was gonna say using water ray with it would be giving too much mercy.
I have someone who will like that joke quite a bit.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
wet and scared.
I mean, using guns to give the church nightmares just seems like an apt form of payback.
No. It's using guns shooting holy water to give the church nightmares. Just seems like ironic payback.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Holy water squirt gun.
Yeah, and it's just gonna cost the same as like a shocking ray in that, so it'll still
Suck.
cost a 2 MP.
Gotcha.
So basically for like 4 MP, you can be shooting the water with the nightmare in it. That's fun. Yeah. So you guys are all set up now with your new fun abilities that I'll put on your sheets sometime soon. But yeah. Nightmare rays, bleeding, and being able to sniff somebody out from a distance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, GM, what kind of environment are they in currently?
They're in the town still, because you guys just walked outside of the hospital. You guys are half a block away from the church. Around the corner of the church is where the fighting is happening. And you guys decided to get this eldritch gift from Kenneth here in the street.
Mine's the most eldritch.
I'm gonna take a moment or two to kind of look and see if I see any glass bottles or just glass anything laying on the roadsides.
Let's see how well the town keeps good. A few here and there. There's a bar a little bit down the street, but
Okay. So, after looking for a minute or two, I'm gonna find a bottle and I'm gonna turn to Scamp and hand it to him.
Okay. So you hand him what appears to be like a soda bottle, because
Mhm.
you know, prohibition, fun times.
Keep your eyes on me, Scamp. If we wade into what's going on over there, I kind of gesture to all the chaos. I want you to break it somewhere close, just enough to possibly distract them.
Scamp kind of just nods, trying to fully understand the depth of the situation.
I'm hoping all that time in the library's paid off. I think he'll track it, Twitch chat.
So let me get this straight. What if you guys go towards it? You want him to make a distraction?
Yes.
Say, I feel like Twitch chat is Scamp.
Should I just make
Can
a
we do one of
redeem
those
that-
things like where Twitch chat has like a little thing in the corner of the stream, and they can sometimes talk through it, like if they do TTS messages, and make it Scamp, like just like in the top left next to you, Mike, just Scamp.
Why in the top left? Why not put him right in the center, right?
I agree.
Right there in that large
most
black
important
void
player.
underneath the dice.
Yeah, you can have like a points redeem for like, I don't know, like 300. That would allow you to send a TTS message through Scamp.
have something like a 2,000 point redeem for what Scamp does.
Yeah, like make him do a backflip or something. Chat. What do you think? Do you want to become Scamp, chat? I can and will make this happen. I have drawing skills sometimes.
Maybe if we get to April, man. Special stream on that particular day, I'm thinking.
Nah, a forever thing. Let's do it. Yeah, I agree. It's also up to the players, but and obviously Mike, but I want Scamp as Twitch chat. I think they have the same energy.
I think the hardest part for me would be sitting here and trying to set up the text.
Oh, I could set that up for you. I think 20 minutes. I've done it before.
Okay, so I'd have to work with you on that. So it wouldn't be this episode, but
no, it'd be next episode when because it would be live and people could spend points. Yeah, no, that'd be easy.
We can see how quickly we can work something like that up.
Now the real question is: Scamp giving Twitch chat, or is Twitch chat giving Scamp?
Like the chaotic nature of chat would be Scamp.
Yeah, I think. Scamp
I don't want to take over Scamp though. It's the owner.
Yeah.
That's why I want to make it like 2,000 or 3,000 points for actions and that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This way, it does weigh a little heavy on the point total.
Like, Twitch is still kind of new to me, so I'll definitely have to talk to GM about it and work with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
I love the idea of extra shenanigans, though.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, same.
Okay. So, you guys have your gifts. You have a eldritch friend that's hasn't told you what his plan is yet. You have a happy half angel, half demon that's here that hasn't spoken what his plan is, just waiting to hear what your guys' plan is to help out in some way. What is the plan?
Destroy the minds of the church.
What the hell?
I don't know. Like, did you move to Detroit?
No! There's been more popo tonight than anything else.
I think, like, the best option we have is to kind of find some shadows or a shadowy spot somewhere near the church and just kind of figure it out from what we're seeing?
Hey, question. Actually, never mind. I don't think I need to ask the question. Where's the... Okay. Okay, so that's like...
Okay, I'm hearing a question in that one.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking... so,
So, you guys are going to set up. But what you guys do see is they seem to be trying to blast the Leshy with attacks, and unlike all the other times that you've seen the Leshy attack, it seems like there are a few ladies behind him, sitting here and trying to set up a barrier to stop some of the attacks from hitting it. And you do see one really old, haggard woman up on top, just hurling green, noxious balls off of him at the priests.
I want to offer one last alternative before we go in on things. There is also the anchor point we can go and knock out.
I mean, we could. Or... I don't mean to discourage your probably good plan here. Or I could go in and mentally torture the priests with a gun.
It does sound more fun.
Just saying, that is a lot more fun.
We could get rid of the curse. We could just continue to torment them with the gun.
About us being the good guys, I don't know about that anymore.
You guys are still in... That's the thing. I never said you guys were good guys. You just were paranormal investigators trying to deal with issues.
We were never the good guys. We were just the less bad guys.
Oh, I would love to see that. And here is our group of psychopaths. Our local paranormal investigators.
Andy's definitely the less bad guys.
Look, good and evil is all relative.
Exactly.
I can really see Balthazar having to sit here and explain to the ethics committee exactly why this was perfectly legitimate and had to be done.
Well, you see,
It was the church and they were bad people.
The church is good people?
Because right now, that night could wreck us. The Leshy could wreck us.
Yeah, I mean, that's
The
fair.
hag riding on its back could wreck you.
Exactly. So let's defeat the church first and deal with the Leshy's curse later. Because if we help the hags, they might not kill us immediately.
Are they qualified? They were the only ones we could afford.
I would say, or, you know, there's another thing. Ethics committee does not need to know this happened.
Yes, an entire church being burned down and priests going insane and attacking each other. Yes. In a town that you were supposed to do an investigation. Totally unconnected.
Yeah. The ethics committee just has to assume we were defending ourselves with reasonable force.
Reasonable force. So you asked for the ability to make their nightmares become reality and have them go insane.
I would consider
reasonable.
that reasonable. Where I come from, that's reasonable.
Wouldn't that be actually quite the opposite? Because you're taking away their reasoning capability.
No, I think where Luther comes from, that
We already lost that when they joined the church.
yeah,
So, Victor, like, as they're standing there talking, Victor's going to kind of look around. Is Balthazar still with them?
That's a very good question. You look around and you see Scamp. And you see you three. You guys can roll a perception for me and see if you guys can try to figure out where they are, because there is a lot of chaos and noise going on.
Well, perception is wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Well, I don't
I'm
know
good
this
at that.
much. It's a 10.
10.
20.
Mhm.
16 plus 4.
Axel, are you going to try to sit here and figure out where your two friends have wandered off to while you guys were trying to scope things out?
I kind of wanted to start heading towards the back of the church.
Oh, you're heading towards the back of the church. Okay. So you guys
I'll
don't
point that
even
out
see.
though, like, hey guys,
You guys don't even see Axel. You guys just you guys look around and it's like, wait, where's Kenneth? Where's Balthazar? Where's Azenroth?
Azenroth was there when you guys started looking, and then disappeared after you started looking.
Oh, boy.
So you're going towards the back of the church.
Just slap me in wherever, whenever. So don't worry about it.
No problem, no problem. You do see some priests seeming to reinforce near the back of the church in the alleyway. And, you... What do I want to put this? You hear a large boom inside the church. Sounds kind of hot and dangerous.
That's what they called me in high school.
Boom in the church or hot and dangerous?
I'll let you pick. Most likely the former.
Um, but so you do hear a bit of screaming inside the church. Do you wish to look inside?
You're talking specifically to me?
Yeah.
Because I was going around the back. Yeah, sure. There's a window.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to get to a vantage point and start firing nightmare sniper bullets.
So you're gonna climb on top of a building?
Not if it's gonna put me out in the open. Like, I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna look for something where people will still not see me. Until at least after the first or second shot. Then they'll know where I am because, well, I'm firing nightmare bullets at them. But they'll be kind of preoccupied with the nightmares. From the bullets.
I mean, it's gonna shoot it as a psychic resonance, so I mean, it's gonna be a little bit different than a bullet. Cause,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, who knows if they'll be able to see where it's from?
It might hear where it's firing from eventually, but yeah. Okay, and what are we doing with Victor then? Since we have one person trying to sit here and find bushes or a building to climb or something, and you are...
Oh,
Everyone seems to be scattering into positions, and you're standing there going, what?
Victor is not quite sure what to do in the slightest, but he's looking around and he's going to try to move down the side of the church, heading towards the back, hoping that that is the same side Azeroth picked.
Yeah, you find the same side that Azeroth picked, and you hear the explosion inside too. You see Azeroth climbing up to kind of see what's going on, and Azeroth, what you do see is you see Kenneth in his true form holding on to a priest from the back, eating his brain out through his eye socket before he drops him and goes, "This was quite a good idea, Balthasar. I do believe this will hide the evidence a little bit."
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt, Mike, but I got an email just now.
Oh no.
And I need you to check DMs because the jokes write themselves. I just got this email too. Wow, my phone vibrated. I was checking what it was. For reference, I got a job offer from a gun rights association. The jokes write themselves.
Drop offer from what association? Sorry, I didn't.
Gun rights.
Oh, there you
so
go.
in the middle of our campaign where he's talking about shooting nightmare bullets, they're like, "We want you to be the social media person for this."
Oh God.
Uh,
The stream's a bad look, Nod.
It's like, woo!
I don't think they were watching this stream because it was through Indeed. It was through Indeed. So maybe, but I really doubt it because I used a different name and streamed it on Indeed. It just the coincidences, the jokes write themselves.
Life is but a joke.
So yeah, like I'm going along that side to Azeroth. I think Scamp's just kind of gotten tired of holding that bottle at this point.
Yeah, he's already thrown it because he saw Azeroth coming this way and heard the explosion himself and just looks up at you like,
I just kind of nod and give him a thumbs up. Let's see, like, just for funniness. He threw it, and it didn't look like it broke at first. Like, he broke like a sliver out of the back of it.
yeah.
For all intents and purposes, that bottle's mostly just completely intact. You'd never know.
Yeah, he tried, and
Mm-hmm.
it was the effort. But no, So yeah, they're screaming of priests inside, gunfire. It seems like the church is being cleaned up inside, and you see the priests that seem to have been making a fortifying line in the alley there in the back just look towards the church and then look towards you guys and look back towards the church, trying to understand what's going on. Because there's people coming up the alleyway, there's a raccoon tossing a bottle, there's explosions and gunshots in their church now, and this Leshy on the other side.
If you can't scare them, overwhelm them mentally and they may run anyway.
Let's see. No
Yeah.
one will blame you if you run.
If you can't defeat them, mentally torture them.
So,
That's the next best thing.
I rolled a disadvantage for this group, which gave them two nat ones. They're gonna drop their things and run the opposite way down the alleyway.
Before they get out of sight, I'd like to mark both of them if I can.
There's about 7 of them.
Oh, shit. Well,
So
Chat.
it's gonna be a little expensive to do that, but I mean, they are done. You can tell from their faces they are done. A couple of them have peed themselves. They did not sign up for this. Strange
Fair
people
enough.
shooting up priests in a church and blowing things up.
Sounds like an average day in America.
You've got...
do not ever let that job offer see this pod. Oh my god. Oh, the best joke so far.
So as they run off, Victor's gonna move forward to the position they're abandoning a little bit, give them some space to run, but he's gonna kind of check out what they've left.
Sorry, I stopped breathing for a second there because I was trying not to laugh that hard. The hell?
There is
The
no hesitation.
audacity! Just another day in America. Sheesh.
Absolutely no hesitation.
Okay. You can see from here, like, the doors inside. You see Kenneth just going to town, chowing down on people, and Balthazar just putting holes in zealots here and there. And you see the stairs down into the basement, where there seems to be a set of kind of almost ivory pillars with a silver door down there. And it seems like the fire isn't penetrating down to this area because of all the stonework yet.
I think it might be a good idea to possibly go take a peek, maybe.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're looking through a window. We could burst that window and just go through.
Well, there is just the stairway down.
Oh, shit. Well, let's just do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's break into the burning part of the building and then walk down the stairs.
Yeah, I didn't realize the staircase was outside. Sorry.
Yeah, it attaches to the outside, you know, where the church could bring things in and take things out easily in the back alleyway.
It's a good place to get wine. I don't know about you. I'm in.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good place to get wine, good place to store, you know, prisoners of holy war against magical creatures. Yeah.
Sounds like a
Mhm.
plan.
I do recall one of the priests saying they had prisoners down here.
So you guys get to the door. I need you guys to roll me luck check. So choose who the primary is out of you
Hazanos.
guys, and the rest will roll only a d10.
Well, I know who I would want to be on the luck check normally, but
Yeah.
as soon as the player is not here,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, Aznath is the one with the highest luck other than Ellie.
I feel like if this session, if she had been here this session, this would be a lot less chaotic, or more, depending.
Probably a lot less. Seems her character's more about subtlety and less about blowing things up.
Subtlety. That's
Yeah.
that's just an illusion that of what you can do. You know.
So
8 on the dice. I have a 2 mod.
you don't get to use your
Okay.
mod.
Total
8 on
of
the die.
17 for me. Sorry. Total of 20 for me after mod.
I don't need the total. I need the dice because we're doing a
8.
luck check.
10 and 7.
And 7. So far we're at an 18. What did you get over there, Echo?
Am I in this role? I thought it was.
It's a group luck check.
Okay, so because I thought I was looking for the bush to snipe them from. Yeah, I could. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Because this is determining if something.
Yeah, roll a 6.
So 18 base. Okay. Okay, yeah. You get down to the door and it's unlocked. Inside there seems to be one guard sleeping and a bunch of cages. And in a couple of the cages you see a few what look like young women in robes.
Alright.
I really wish I could take captives easier with my cards. He's asleep? He doesn't have a will save, right?
You know, the ethics committee is going to have a blast. Human trafficked 3 priests? 3 priests.
Drove the other one's insane.
No, we're just talking about Azanov's charges already. Sheesh.
I wonder how long my list is gonna be.
I mean,
Just let me take the fall for you there, bud.
I don't know. The hags are also the one hag is currently sitting here and blasting them with nauseous gas net. It's fine.
Yeah, the hags did it. The gas made him insane.
I have an idea. All right, so how many of these like cages and stuff can we open here?
The gas changed their DNA and drove them insane. That's how it happened.
I mean, if you take the keys off the guard, all of them.
Fair enough. I'll try that first. Are you guys okay with that? He kind of does a key motion and points at the guard without saying anything.
Victor just kind of nods and gives a thumbs up.
I guess I'm okay with not driving this one insane.
Well, you're still outside doing your thing. It's
Yeah.
just this was a group luck check to see
Gotcha.
if the thing was unlocked or if they were going to have to find a way past the lock.
Gotcha.
Should I do passive or active roll for that one?
That's up to you.
I mean, passive is 14. I'd say it's not bad. I'll run on passive. That's all right.
It's a sleight of hand, not still.
Copy that. Should still be about the same.
Actually, slightly better. 15.
Hey, you're working in my favor. I'm okay with that.
Because you have a +1 to your sleight of hand.
Yeah. No, I'll roll for that. Hold on.
So you'll take the +5 roll. Gotcha.
Yeah. Uh, 15 total.
Well, he rolled a 6 total. So yeah, those keys are gone. He is sleeping. He is having a nice nappy nap.
The draconian walks up to the cages and puts fingers to his lips.
In fact,
then unlocks
you do
each
notice
door.
why he's still sleeping. He has a jug in his hand, and it smells like wine, but it appears to be empty. He seems to have drank the entire jug of wine.
Copy that.
Mhm.
So you unlock the cage to the women, and they start to come out of the cage. It takes you a second to realize, but they seem to have feathers on parts of their body. And they
Okay.
kind of look you over and then look over Victor before what looks to be the youngest one seems to speak up. You've let us free. Why? What's in it for you?
We're just investigating an issue in this area, and people locked in the basement's not something we want to see.
What issue are you investigating?
He points up towards the top of the church. Corruption.
I mean, technically that's not what you were investigating. I mean...
It works! It's kind of changed to that at this point.
That's why I'm torn between having you roll a persuasion or a deception at this point, because...
No, that's definitely not a persuade. For him, he's not trying to persuade or deceive them.
Yeah.
That's really what he's here for at this point.
Yeah, because they're trying to see what your intent is, if you're friend or foe, and I was like, corruption in the church, and it's like, well, you originally came here to check up on the Leshy thing, but, I mean, technically you're fucking with the church now, so... We're in the paradox time now!
Well, the investigation was about the Leshy, and then it turned into an investigation over the church, and now we're taking care of the problem.
Yeah. It's like, so many things. Okay. You see them kind of look at each other, and they kind of squawk and chirp a little bit. And the guard kind of snores a second and goes back to sleep. And they look at him and then look at each other and go, so, perhaps we should put him in a cage.
I'll handle it. Victor, do you mind taking them up and escorting them out?
Yeah, sure. He draws his sword and kind of turns toward the door back up again.
They start to kind of follow after you and then start looking at Scamp and go, "Ooh, little one. He has a familiar." Oh, no, not familiar. It doesn't do magic, it doesn't.
No, he's
This
a
is an
friend.
arcana type of thing. Are these other hags, perchance?
I mean, you could give me an Arcana check.
And I gesture, we'll just say to the right with my sword. Priests ran that way. There's something of a battle that way, and he points to the left.
I don't have knowledge arcana, so is it just basic?
Intelligence. Well, no. Wisdom. Is this knowledge skill? Yeah.
I felt like that would be intel, but
It depends. If you're studying something, yes. If you're trying to recall something, wisdom.
gotcha. Understood there.
Yeah.
That would be 11 total. Wait. Yes. 11 total.
They don't seem fully like hags. there are many different breeds of hags, and they don't seem like they're hags yet.
Do they seem at all related to or in relation with the hags that we did see above?
Yes.
I'm saying we saw a little bit of them.
Yes.
Fair enough. That's probably why they're pissed.
I went ahead and rolled anyway and got a 13.
You know these are related to hags. You can't remember off the top of your head what they are, but they are in the kin of hag.
Okay.
There's no one else down here in the basement. Nothing that looks very interesting to ascertain.
Not really. It seems like everything else has kind of been cleared out here and there.
This is why I wanted everyone to leave. I pour alchemist fire on the sleeping guy. Or throw it, whatever is needed there. Your face, priceless.
Oh, he's gonna wake up and this is gonna be real bad.
Gonna be real painful.
Oh,
Ah.
I mean, he's gonna wake up. He's not gonna be very happy for a little while, and then I hope he spreads the fire everywhere, and we just walk out of the building.
If the ethics committee asks, it was an act of God.
He spontaneously combust. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Act of God.
Axel, so you pour the alchemist fire on this poor, slightly heavier set individual, and he catches on fire, wakes up, looks at you, and I'm going to
Oh God.
You're in for a bad reaction from this guy.
Oh, fun.
And you will be rolling for initiative as well. Yeah.
These type of antics are what I live for and die for. Ooh, good roll. What are we adding? Zip to that, if I remember right?
Yep. You'll be adding your zip.
Zip is 4, so that is 21 total.
Okay.
I take it he's not burning.
Oh, he is burning. He is very much a human.
Okay.
But he does get to sit here and begin to stand up. You do get to take your turn.
Hey, Azzanoth, you should try insulting him. It would be a really fire diss.
I have to say, out of everything, that face from Lycan was well worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing on your turn while this guy stands up looking angry?
I don't know. Might add insult to injury. My whole point was to burn down the basement. In the most aggressive, terrible way possible. I'm going to lunar breath him. I think that's a fair assessment there.
Okay, so you're gonna lunar breath this guy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna catch him on fire, then you're gonna blind him. Sheesh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a psychopath. I don't know what you didn't understand about this.
Okay.
My goal is he's never walking out of that basement ever again, and the basement's on fire when I leave.
So, So he has to make a save against that.
I've never rolled for my lunar breath before.
He has to make a save.
Oh, okay, got it.
And he passes, so he takes half damage. Okay! Do you do anything else with your turn?
I have 3 actions, right?
You have 5 action points. You've used 2 of your action points, so you have 3 left.
I'm going to use another one to go ahead and toss another lunar breath down.
Okay, so you're doubling down on trying to blast this guy.
Yeah.
And
I
he
like that.
makes the
I
save
respect
again. Still takes half damage, but you're really trying to make him crispy.
I am. My goal was I didn't have to deal with him. I poured the alchemist fire on him and just freaking walked away like a badass.
No,
but that didn't really work out.
You do seem
Crispy.
to notice that he's angrier.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't think anyone appreciates being the next menu item on the KFC menu.
You have 1
Extra
action
crispy.
point left. Is there anything else you want to do?
What can I do with 1 action point exactly?
Reactions like counterattacks, quick actions, let's see here. Which I mean, you have your shift in betweens, mage hand.
I don't think I can use shift in betweens unless I can do a movement and then do it.
Yeah, you can do a movement and then do it. I mean, technically, you still have all your movement this turn.
Does the doors to the cells count?
Technically, yes.
So I will run into the doors to the cells, and where do I want to come out? I'll come out in the alleyway where the hags are and go, we need to leave.
Okay, so you're gonna leave him in the basement.
Yeah, on fire.
And angry, not
And
knowing
angry.
what he is. Okay.
Well, I mean, there's not much I really could do there.
Okay. So you guys are at the top of the stairs, and Azanoth pops up and says that. That's going to add you guys to the initiative counter after Mr. Angry Man gets his turn. And
I
he
mean,
does
all I can think
identify
of is-
where he went. This is bad news bears, because he's
I was
using...
going to say, I ran
He
in
identifies
and then
as
popped
crispy.
up above. So I was trying to misdirect, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
But he actually made a perception check.
Sad.
Versus that. Yeah, he got a pretty decent one too. And he's going to use his quick action to burn rage stacks to recover health. And you're going to hear him start to scream as he comes running up the stairs while on fire. The closest person is going to probably be Axel, because he would have had to come out of the threshold of things. Axel, you will be taking a jug to the back of the head with, what's your passive defense? Does he hit? Yeah, he does hit. So you will be taking 4 bludgeoning damage to the back of your head.
Copy that. Boot to the head.
What are you doing in my swamp?
You accidentally woke up the berserker who was sleeping as guard,
Mm-hmm.
and made him very angry with 3 little attacks. Thankfully, this isn't as bad as the guy you guys fought in the alleyway. But... yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Is my mic working right now?
Yeah.
I think it broke before.
Yeah.
Cool. It broke at one point.
There it is.
Oops.
Okay, so that is yes.
Nope.
Hey, this is how we get experience for things.
Yep.
Also, I don't.
I don't know what alchemist fire technically does. I just know that it shouldn't go out easily.
Yeah,
My conversation in chat has been something.
it burns.
You know, just an average prank, bro. You just dump alchemist fire on someone. Just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank, bro. Why are you getting so mad about it?
So that
Like-
was his turn. We do need the other initiative.
It's for the vine.
Okay. And
You know, I've seen worse YouTube pranks lately.
Victor, what's your initiative?
15.
Okay. So you'll go after the berserker. But we do have one of the hags that's going to go before, and Azeroth does get to react now. It is your turn. You have your action points back, Azeroth. There's an angry man clubbing you with a jug. A clay jug.
I don't know how hurt he seems.
Not so hurt anymore. He seems to have fixed himself up by being angry.
Yep. Let's see. Abused. I have 4 stamina left. There we go. Oh, that's right. I can pump my arcane bolt, can't I?
Arcane Bolt is freebie.
Which one? There was one I swear I could just dump mana into and it just does a load of damage. Or is that in the arena battles that we did?
That was in the arena battles.
Okay.
That was the Phosphorus bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember I could just dump all of my mana into it and just nuke things. So
Yeah, that was when you were playing the Phosphoromancer and you were just blasting the hell out of skellies.
And is there any penalty to using arcane bolt within
Nope.
reaching distance of him, or?
Nope.
Oh, actually, I hit better than I do with this. I'm gonna use our throwing card is actually even better. So I think I will use my throwing card at him for the first time ever. He pulls a card and whips it at the guy.
Okay.
I have 52 ammo, right? Kidding.
Let's play 52 card pickup.
Check chat, by the way, Mike, and Az.
Yep. So you gain advantage on this attack roll, apparently.
Okay.
The shinies have been spent.
It's the
Let's
first
see,
card.
I have
It was worth it.
15 to hit, it looks like. And that's not even with the advantage. Hold on. With advantage, that would actually be... Because you're not adding the other roll, you're just taking the higher of the two, right?
Yep, the 2 higher.
Okay, so that'll be... $16... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 to hit instead.
Okay. That's
And my
enough.
cards do 6 damage.
And that's enough to do a crit. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Thanks for the boon, by the way.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Shinies.
So,
And that's 2 actions for me
Yeah.
out of 5.
And he's on fire, and yeah, this is great.
I'm going to throw another one of those exact same things since I have 5 total action points.
Okay.
That will be a total of 20 to hit.
Okay, that one was not enough to get a crit. But how do you want to do this?
2 cards straight to the forehead.
So you shoot 2 cards straight to his forehead, and all you all see is just this guy stop mid-motion, seem to swagger a second, and then stumble backwards before going down the stairs.
On fire.
Wow, that was such a fire drop there, guys.
Oh, God.
I guess you could say his hand was hot.
Oh, God.
I just kind of look at Azanoth just a little bit like, really, and just laughing a little bit to himself about it.
Anarchy.
So,
I thought the guy was going to take a little bit more to take down. Sorry, false alarm.
hey, it was a good show.
So you do notice that the knight seems to be looking over into the alleyway and then looking at the church on fire as he seems to be trying to ward off these blasts from the hag before he starts. What is he going to prioritize? I have to figure this out because,
Leshy, hags, church burning with people on the inside, random people coming out the back end of the church. There's a few things.
There's a couple things he needs to work on, but like he's not gonna have his sanity for much longer anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
It's okay. I need everyone in the alleyway to make a speed saving throw for me.
Am I in the alleyway still, or am I
not? You're
okay?
You were in the alleyway. You were probably
Okay,
down the street trying to get a vantage point in the bushes. So
Okay.
all you see is the priest just knight turning and pointing this two-handed sword down the alleyway for a
Can I
second.
try? Since I can see him, and he's probably in my gun's firing range because I'd keep that in a vantage point. Can I try to fire at him since I'm, seeing this happen?
You know what? I could sit here and say that you could have set up for that. So I let's wait to do the speed check. Something
Okay.
crazy might go here. What are you doing for your attack against him?
Insanity blast.
Okay. You're gonna use the nightmare ray.
Yeah.
I need you to roll an attack roll to see if you hit him.
Which one's the attack roll again? Sorry.
It's gonna be 2d10 plus your bonuses that you would usually use for your shots.
Oh, cool. So. Okay, cool. So plus 5, 2, 10 plus 5.
Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty good one.
No, Scamp is standing there, like, trying to figure out what he needs to be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, gesture for him to come towards me.
He'll do that on his turn. And what was that?
Check DMs, Mike.
Oh no.
Mike. I mean, it's a 1 in 100.
It's gonna make that 16. Ooh, wow. That's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, that's plus my 5. So yeah. Oh. The
No,
first two.
that was a +5 for the attack roll. You have a base of 8 damage, and that was enough to get a crit on this guy. So
Oh.
you're doing 16 damage. which means if he does succeed against the stacks that he might gain, his target might not be the alleyway anymore. You might have moved up in threat. Holy.
What happened on your end?
Well, despite him having a +6 to this roll, he only got a 12. Total.
Luther hitting big.
Oh no!
So now I get to roll on what his target's going to be, including allies, civilians, and more. Oh! Okay.
Luther with the luckiest thing, I think.
That real life luck stat.
So,
This is why my game has a luck stat.
for a second, he points down the alley. He gets blasted by this purple energy. And you see him just grab his head in pain before he turns to the priests next to him that have been trying to cause a barrier to fight off against this hag and just blasts them with light, blasting a hole through the building next to them.
Oh no!
The priests are no longer there. There's like a mist for a second of almost like a red mist and gray dust. As he seems
guys,
to
I
have blasted into somebody's living room and kitchen area.
Got the real life luck stat.
And he looks like he's gone crazed. So every turn he's going to randomly attack at full power at a random target.
Best be that we eliminate the amount of targets he has to aim that at.
Yep.
I mean, if you get all our side away from his target range, then he has only his allies to target.
And the hag with the Leshy in front of him. But he did just take out people that could heal him. And he's gone insane, so healing himself is not a priority.
Yeah, and he took quite a
Getting
bit of
vaporized
damage.
isn't really
That was a
priority.
crit on my end. Like that was full max full max dice too. So like I rolled 2 10s there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much of a distance does that beam seem to have, by the way?
I usually do everything in this game in squares. So it's about a 12 square distance. So in D&D terms, 60 feet.
Copy that.
Yeah, he can blast a 60-foot blast of light.
Move.
And that's the dangerous part of the light.
That's the range of my gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the upgraded ability. This is the higher level spell.
I'm glad I got a crit there.
You see, you've got rays. He has big laser.
I look over at Azeroth. What the hell was that?
Not sure, but we should stay out of range of it.
Hey guys, I think I helped.
But since there's no barrier now protecting him, let's see what the hags can pull out of their hat.
Oh wait, yeah, because he took out both the priests putting up the barrier.
And he's no longer using the barrier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, I think I helped.
Yeah.
We
I
grabbed
think.
sending stones back in Balthazar's office, right?
Yeah.
So, like, do we hear this coming through the stone, or is this like a limited use type item?
I mean, you can use the stones for that.
According to the ethics committee, I mean, according to us, the ethics community, I mean, like the knight was just overwhelmed and went insane. Temporary insanity.
This is where we find out that all sending stone communications are recorded.
He went on scene on his own terms.
Okay, so this is what you see. You see this green-skinned, almost withered hag put her hand over a cauldron in her hands and just conjure up all the energy she can and blast a big, sickening kind of beam of acid and poison onto him. And he seems to be just barely standing until the Leshy rears up and just takes its hand and enlarges it enough to just smash him into the ground. He's no longer there. They both got really good hits on him.
That knight is either unlucky. That knight is just unlucky.
I mean, you did take off half his health in one shot. So...
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he is super unlucky.
He's had a bad day suddenly.
Yeah.
It's his last day, but...
A really bad last day.
He's gonna be seeing his god going, I was doing so well. What happened?
We need to get a...
What happened is we ignored the ethics community.
Yeah, so... Good call on choice of ability there to get from the Golden Fleece.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this sending stone. We need to meet up somewhere, guys.
We have probably causing a problem.
We
With
need
the
to be up
hags.
somewhere away from here.
Yeah, the police are probably going to be there soon.
Yeah, let's, they don't like me very much. And now they really won't. Though they have no evidence. It was
I
mental.
look at the people we've taken out of prison and go, those are your friends, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you mind asking them to stand down and maybe leave and we can talk later?
You see them seem to start walking out of the alley and squawking and cawing at each other. And the hag just looks over to them before looking over at the rest and seeming to signal them to leave. And
We
the
did
hag
good work today.
clambers down and kind of just climbs down from the Leshy and seems to pet the skull that's on top of it and signal it to go away, as well as the other three hags, before she starts walking into the alley, the fire blazing next to you guys as the church is burning down. And she's just looking at you all like, well, I see I have some thanks to be given.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm always happy to take out a church.
Well, technically, you were in the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This entire thing is just it's entirely topsy turvy. But she's like, so You saved the haglings I was trying to rescue. But you have not really solved the problem yet. As long as that church exists, not this building, but the organization, I will continue to try to rid the world of these filth.
Can I try to join them?
Our primary focus is to make sure this town does not take any more damage than is absolutely necessary. I agree with your path.
Burning down the church was just absolutely necessary.
So I'm guessing you were approaching then.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to approach after I, made the, after everything's calmed down, I'm trying to,
Well, I don't think that this place is going to be much of a problem anymore. If they do try to set back up, they're going to have to bring in a lot of resources, and that's going to look like a war. Being a friend of mine in the Hells currently is importing some things for us. I don't think we'd have to worry about that. I'd need more haglings, though.
I don't think after what happened to the priests here today, I don't think anyone's going to want to come back to this town.
I don't think so either. I
But
don't
they
even
probably-
think the locals are going to want to stay here after that.
Okay, a couple of priests got vaporized. How bad is that?
Well, the church burned down, a couple of priests have been vaporized, there's been an all-out war on the streets. If anything, it's a win-win for me. I can finally have my town back.
Oh,
Where's
That's all.
Balthazar during all of this?
You kind of see Balthazar and Kenneth walking out through the front door, like walking around the block to where you guys all seem to be standing, and they've got arms around each other, just laughing a bit. And
It's just like old times.
I mean, if you guys want if you're gonna take your child back, this is a would you please find something else for us to election? I mean, you do you.
We're having a hard time hearing you.
It's
yeah,
you try. There's some sheep out there. Those things
you're muffled.
scary. Oh wait, what? Oh,
Yeah, it sounds like your mic is in your shirt or something.
my mic does that sometimes. Sorry.
No worries. You missed what
yeah.
you said though.
Yeah, I was saying. Well, I mean, if you want to however you want to defend your town, your rules, But I'm not trying to start anything here. Can you drop something other than the Leshy though? Because that was kind of what our job was. If you there's some sheep out there, and they do some horrifying things.
I just kind of glare at Luther.
No, not them.
Kenneth looks at you
yeah.
a second.
Not recruit them and pay them fairly.
You know those are my
I look
children,
over.
right?
I look over, and
That's why. That's why I said recruit them and pay them fairly.
I don't think he has any issues with the town either. So
They just all kind of just look at Luther for a second. This one's a bit crazy.
Mhm. That's what his therapist told us. Said that we needed to keep a close watch on him. Sometimes he gets away.
Hey, I'm not that bad yet.
I gotta see how she's gonna take it. She just kind of looks at you a second, straight face, just trying to read if this is a joke or not. I was like, this is a hilarious situation. I do not understand any of tonight. I came here to free 3 haglings. They already had a night in town and everything. So there's something going on that I need to find out who is giving information to.
I mean, the knight's not a problem anymore. I mean, I kind of shot him insane, but
Yes,
he's not a
and
problem.
my Leshy made him into paste.
Yeah. Which, you know what? Great job with that Leshy. Like, props to that Leshy.
Yes, I think it's about time for him to rest. I got rid of the scourge in this town. Don't think there's any more religious zealots here. If there are, they'll poke their nose out and... well...
At the end of their nose will be a gun.
God,
Yes.
you're gonna give us guns?
I don't know how many extra I have on me.
Drip the hags out, go.
I know I have at least...
Stop using spells and curses. Here's guns. Point and shoot.
Point and click simulator.
I cast gun.
That is Luther's motive at all
Yeah.
times. Casting gun.
Oh, I love that.
Victor just kind of sidles over to where Balthazar's at.
I think I have 3 guns on me.
He's holding on to like Scamp's paw.
Let me explain the situation of how we came to be here real fast for you. We heard a Leshy was going absolutely mad, and we were sent to investigate it. The whole thing we're trying to do is solve and resolve the issue, so Leshy is no longer an issue. That seems to have been resolved. Technically, our mission is done here, but we are here as friends.
Well,
He points to the church. What resolved the Leshy issue is burning the church down. And we'll continue to push the issue further to make sure it doesn't happen again.
so, the religious zealots are going to be pushed at from multiple sides. Which is good. I don't know how much I need that demonic lord then. But he does give such good ichor for my children. And the resistance potion is nice. So tell me, what is it you guys can offer that would make me not want to continue my deal with the demon lords to sit here and slowly allow them entry into this world?
I mean, I
As
have
she says that, I look over at Balthazar, and then I look over at Azeroth and Luther.
I mean, so I have an extra gun. I mean, if you really want a gun, I mean, I have an extra one. It's a rifle I grabbed from a mansion a while back.
Balthasar kind of just looks around. So you're working with a certain clan. I could try to get some firearms supplied here. And a few other things if you decided not to work with him anymore. Well, it's up to you guys if I work with a demon and if the demons start coming into this world more.
I mean, we're just gonna be called out to investigate again, and I mean, like,
Yes.
that's what's to us.
So, are you saying you're just going to be a nuisance to me?
We're gonna be paid to be a nuisance to you, essentially, and we don't really have a choice.
Rather be an ally than a nuisance.
Exactly.
I don't think I'd want to take that mission even if it was offered.
Yeah, exactly. But if we were forced to, we were forced to, and that's not going to be fun. So
We were reacting in a completely understandable way for what was happening.
Being that they tried to kill me multiple times and they banished me off of this plane several times, yes.
And abducting, you know, hagglings.
Yes, and
We understand.
killing my offspring from generations. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, completely understandable
Um,
what you were doing.
I mean, we could try to get them in league with the investigation group, and that could be a useful resource if we need, backup later.
What's your desire in this? Why continue dealings with demons when we want to take care of the issue in its entirety and continue pushing towards removing the problem?
But Balthasar goes to speak up at the whole having them join as if in protest, and she's like, "Ooh, what kind of resources do you guys have that I could use? Hmm? Are you willing to make a deal? Is there a deal to be had here?"
Why do I feel like this is the original origin of the word haggle?
And Balthasar goes, "I don't think we can make such a deal. Maybe an alliance, but I don't think we can let them in. Why not?
Could we-
It could be fun. Do you have some fun magic things hiding there? Is that why you're afraid of me? Afraid I'll learn the secrets?" Guys, I don't think we should be offering this to her.
I agree.
I would say we can't offer this to her. Literally.
I'd have to go to higher ups, and I'm pretty sure they would come back with some very harsh words. Why? I just want to sit here and see how everything works, see if I can use it to track down all these lovely fanatics. Besides, my contacts might enjoy having a nice way to get in and out of places. What investigation squad are you with? Hmm?
Balthasar.
Yes.
Is there a way to, add, say, allied forces onto a investigation if the need arises? Well, as in such as when we're assigned a mission, adding in an extra, extra helpers, people that don't get access to everything, but they do have access to helping if we assign them.
I mean, you'd have to contact their factions themselves.
Yeah, but in theory, if there was ever an investigation to deal with, what they would consider religious zealots, we could make the deal that they can help on those.
Yes, but that also means that we have to help them on some of their stuff.
What do you prefer? Helping them a little bit on their stuff, or having a demon lord?
Well, I don't think any of us here can make those choices.
Yeah, we can, but
And
it's an option.
I think I would like to sit down for negotiations.
I was going to ask what is it that you exactly desire from this exchange to begin with, so I would agree with that.
And I think it's something that the higher ups would have to sit down with you on, and maybe Kenneth here, to see what all's doable. We can't really have people my rank or below sitting here and negotiating such dealings if it's going to have higher
That's
things.
fair. That's fair. We'll leave the
Yeah.
higher ups to that. If that's an option.
I guess it will have to be, but it means I'll have to call my sisters. It'll have to be a convening of people. So, you
Could be
guys
good for them.
helped free my haggles.
Yes.
I owe you 3 personally. Then. What would you guys like in return?
Glance at Balthazar because he might know a little bit more about hag dealings. Be like, don't fucking do it to us off to the side.
Balthazar is just kind of looking at you guys like,
Do you have like question? Do you have like the opposite of what a crucifix would be, so I can make like unholy water?
yes, I do.
I want one of those. That'd be useful for taking out more priests.
I'm going to be completely honest. That's our goal at the moment. They align with yours. I don't really want the this order, this fanatical order, to exist either.
I mean, they're just a really big target for me to shoot. And the larger the target, the more fun it is to hit.
You're just trying to add more things to your gun.
Freeing the haglings was enough.
Of course I am.
Okay. So she's
So-
going to look at you and go, well, how do you shoot things then? If you want to sit here and shoot these water rays with, instead of holy energy, unholy, let me see how you have things so I can change it.
I'll give her a demonstration. So, like, I'll just fire off a water ray at, like, I don't know, anything but the burning building.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it to, like, a stone part nearby, or
Yeah, I'll do it to, like,
building.
like a stone part that won't be destroyed too bad.
Shoot at me, I can take it.
I can take it. I'm a man.
Actually, it acts like a power washer to the stone, so it kind of cleans it a little bit.
That's right.
Victor's
I'll do that.
gonna kind of step back over to Kenneth. Just
Yes,
kind of
I'll do it.
quiet.
I'll do it with the holy energy first, so that she can see it with the holy energy, so she can mod it to be like hot swappable.
While your gun's up, she takes and holds on to the gun and just starts cutting her hand a little bit and then drawing on it with the blood. And you
This is
notice it seemed to pulse, as if you can feel the gun now, as if it's alive. So,
Is this thing gonna be half as insane as I am?
no.
Dang it! Is it gonna be worse than me?
You don't know what you just did.
I don't know. I think my gun's alive, and if it's gonna be half as insane as I am, or even more insane than I am, then that's perfect.
But you
Our
do
goal.
feel the cross is gone.
Oh, gone? Ah, dang. I was hoping to make it hot swappable like a mod, you know.
Sort of, kind of. It seems
Holy,
to be
unholy,
absorbed into the gun entirely. It doesn't
Oh.
exist anymore. As if it is changing. You don't know how all it's going to change yet.
Okay.
Hags and weird magic, nothing to worry about.
So what's with my gun now?
He looks at you and is like, well, it's going to be a very good friend to you. And it's going to help you with hunting down all those nasty little zealots.
So what you're saying is it likes to kill things at an amazing rate.
It really enjoys killing things. It will be
Perfect. And you
very
just see
hungry.
Luther just gets like super excited, like, yo, I have a friend in a gun that, you know, likes to kill things. That's like my best friend.
And you hear almost like in a screeching tone from the gun.
Oh, hello. We should shoot someone. A priest, most likely. Soon. As soon as we can find one that we can kill. And get away with it.
Now, the rest of you only heard screeching metal.
Fair enough. What
The
about
only
this
one
question?
who can translate it is Luther. So right now, it's Luther is talking to this thing. Yeah.
That's fun.
Talking to his gun arm. That's screeching. Like metal.
Wait, if the gun is a part of my arm, then now, because it like comes out of my arm and it goes back in my arm. Since it's a part of my arm, does that mean that I am going to be cursed soon? I'm sure that's not an issue.
Nah, it's not an issue. Don't worry about it.
It'd never be an issue. First you deal with an eldritch being asking for upgrades, and then you asked the hag. She looks to the other two of you.
So what? I'm like the U.S. military of warlocks. So what of it?
She looks to the other two of you. So, anything for the other two of you? Later.
Thank you for your offer, but I am currently fine.
So later. What about you, fluffy one?
Fluffy one?
You want
At the moment,
feathers? You want what?
as it stands, I just want to be able to assist in removing this threat. So I'm not sure exactly what to ask for, if anything at all.
So we'll deal with it later. You can always sit here and show up back in town and ask for me.
Shall I bring tea or anything of the sort?
As you say that, she's starting to walk away, and then she just pauses and like, yes. Yes, tea, that would be nice. I'll make sure to have plenty of cookies made when you visit.
All you have to do is treat hags like grannies and you're good.
And you see her just walk off into the fog as it thickens, and then seem to vanish. And Balthazar just looks at you all, and then looks at Luther and is like, what have you all done?
I don't think I've done anything wrong yet. I just made my gun more powerful. And now it's my best friend. That just makes me a better investigator. I agree, gun. I really need to give you a name.
Looking at Luther.
This is the equivalent of someone talking to a knife that likes to stab people. It's exactly the same parallel. And you're just looking down at it going, fuck yeah, let's go kill some people. That's perfectly normal and sane.
So, I'm sure we're going to have to debrief after this one.
Yes, we will.
Can I turn to the Eldritch Horror guy real quick?
Yeah,
Forget his
Kenneth
name
is
off the
just
top of my head.
staring at you,
Kenneth.
and then at the arm, and then back at you.
Hey, Kenneth. Thanks for your help earlier, by the way. Really saved our asses.
Yes, it did. And it may have cost you a lot more than you anticipate.
Go research dealing with hags.
Cost me
before
my.
I,
What is
go
it gonna do?
that.
Cost me my sanity I don't have? I have a new best friend that likes to shoot things as much as I do. I don't see a
like
problem
how-
here.
I like how there's a health check right now in chat.
Yeah, they probably think that he's treating it like a sock puppet.
Danger.
Oh.
It's been a long night. Let's get out of here.
Yes, we'll debrief tomorrow, and I've got paperwork to do.
It sounds like a lot of paperwork.
Can I get Kenneth's contact info just in case?
Boy. I mean, you already know where he lives.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do we have? Are there telephones?
I'll come to Kenneth later if I need to switch out like what curse I have from like a hag curse to an eldritch curse.
If it's possible at that time, yeah.
Oh, actually, there are telephones in 1920s.
Yeah.
It's old school telephones.
Well, we should probably get back and await our judgment from the ethics committee.
You mean rest and then deal with debriefing and ethics and higher ups and Balthazar's just looking like he's having an existential crisis. Oh no.
I relate to you, Balthazar.
I knew burning down the church was going to be a hell of a lot of paperwork, but
A hell of a lot of paperwork.
thank you.
He kind of gestures to the side towards the burning church. I already knew I was going to hell anyways, so.
You kind of walked into that one.
Yeah, Scamp just kind of climbs up onto Victor.
Okay, guys.
You did good, buddy.
Let's get you guys home and try not to deal with any issues on the way.
Well,
Yes.
Luther,
I think
if you start feeling strange, I want you to tell me, okay?
I promise.
And inside your head, you hear the gun screech once more. He wants to take us away.
I'm sure he would do that.
He just looks at you and the gun and looks back at you concerned.
The gun said you wanted to take it away from me. I'm like, I'm sure you would do that. Yeah.
Huh.
Like I said, I'll tell you if I start feeling strange. Or the normal.
Did your gun normally talk to you?
No. It started talking to me after what she did. Well, not.
You should have just said yes. It would have made it even better.
And that's where we will end the episode. With you guys heading back to base to sleep. Don't you worry about what the gun's going to be doing.
Oh boy. You're in for some fun, Luther.
I think I'm in for fun because I have a new best friend that likes to shoot things as much as I do. And that's like the highlight of this entire mission for me.
I want to say the best part is I don't even think that's the worst thing in the group.
We killed a couple people, we burned down a building with people inside, which probably killed a couple more. I mean, yeah, I would say this went really well.
Yeah, it went swimmingly. Yes. So, that was episode 7 of TEPS, Sanctum of Stability. I see we decided to go the burn it all down method. It was indeed a method in which I had planned for, but the specific requests here and there were not really planned for, so those were fun.
We call it the good ending.
We call it the current ending. Oof. Okay, so what I really need to do is see who we can raid real quick, because... Sanctum of Stability. I mean, at this point, yeah, I mean... they're... Because the worst part is, this is a weird gun that's going to be attached to Luther.
It's not just with, attached.
Yeah.
A part of.
Yeah, exactly.
Which has a mind of its own. Luther,
Yeah.
who has been given the foresight and insight into eldritch powers beyond even their own comprehension at this moment. Everything will be safe.
Yeah, I think everything will be fine. Let's just start shooting my friends. Then we have a problem.
I mean, are they your friends? They want to take gun away.
Azeroth is my friend.
I was about to
respect
say,
his-
I'd give you another one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me cut the other arm off so you can get a second one.
Yeah, Azeroth's my closest friend right now. I mean, he has the same level of energy as I do. We get things done the direct way. So, like, as long as Azeroth's fine.
The direct way. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I was going to say, as long as that gun is pointed at anyone but me, then we're good.
Do we have any raid targets we'd like to raid?
I mean, I have someone doing D&D on my followed list called Main Quest Line. They're
I
doing
don't have anyone close on my side to send to, so.
I also have a Goblin Tuesday doing stuff. He usually does the teacher stuff, but not right now.
Main quest lines looking over. Critical. No, they're not even at.
Oh, they seem to be FK right now. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, chat. Yeah. And this time it was we succeeded very well until I asked for my gun to be, able to use cross. I really only asked for the cross to be cursed, but we deal.
Well, in a way, it is now. Now you sort of have a cross in your arm. And a gun.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
And growing eldritch powers. Anyways.
I'm fine with this.
So every blast from Luther is now going to be an Eldritch Blast?
Something like that.
Sort of, yeah, kind of, maybe. Depends on what the gun wants to do. Because the gun gets its own choice.
I mean, I'm assuming as long as I'm shooting something, the gun will be fine with it.
Have you figured out a target, my dude?
Hmm?
I have someone on a list who's reading bedtime stories, and that might be a good target if you don't have something.
Yes, we could do that. I also have somebody who is doing supposedly tabletop RPG stuff.
Yeah, tabletop would be more accurate. This is just as a backup if it doesn't work.
But I do not understand what they're doing. I'm confused by them right now. Okay, so what's this? Oh! Yeah, we can go over and hang out with Jobsy. I know Jobsy.
Yep, I figured you did, considering I met them through you. They're not a friend or anything, but I have them on my follow list and follow the stuff, so...
But yes, so you guys have a good night. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And don't get any trouble. And if you do, give us a call.